In a few years, and little Shouto grew to become a young, strong stallion. Shouto ended up staying permanently with the Aizawa household. Mr. and Mrs. Aizawa would work in the field while their kids took care of the animals. Shouto picked up a large wooden beam and made his way towards brother's name, who was fixing a small section of the fence. Oh, thanks, Shouto. Just place it there and take a break. Brother's name thanked as he continued to work. Shouto obeyed and went off on his break. As he wandered, he came across a herd of cows being moved to the next field. The family dog Trixie, Shinso, and Yin were hard at work herding the cows. Yin was riding on Shinso's back as they made their way to the barn. Shinso also grew and became a strong centaur. Shouto felt his heart twist at the sight. So he made his way... Sorry, I was putting my bunny. He made his way over to them. All right, Shinso, that's enough for today. You did great. Let's get you washed, Name said. Old Name smiled as she got the cleaning supplies. Shouto started to pick up his pace, seeing the cleaning supplies. Over the years, Shouto grew to love baths a lot. If you forgot to wash him, he would remind you. Yin began to spread the soap over Shinso as she massaged his shoulders. Shinso looked away from Yin as a blush spread on his face. Eventually, she finished, and Shinso quickly trotted back into the stables to rest. Yin started to pick up the cleaning supplies when she felt a chin on her shoulder. Hello, Shouto. Yin giggled as she continued to clean up the supplies. Shouto tugged slightly on the hose, asking for a cleaning. No, Shouto, I just cleaned you yesterday, and we both know over bath thing isn't good for you, she sighed as she put away all the cleaning supplies. Yin, could you go into town and get more flu medicine? Her mother shouted from across the field. All right, Yin answered. Yin quickly saddled Shouto up and made their way down the dirt road. As Shouto and Yin continued down the road, they met up with Ochako and her centaur, Izuku. Are you heading into town too? Yin asked her friend. No, we were just out for a nice stroll. Izuku needs his exercise. She smiled as she pat Izuku's head. The group eventually made it to town. Izuku got distracted by the All Might and his rider, Night Eye, who were in town today. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit, Chaku called out as she tried to cooperate with Izuku. Yin and Shouto eventually made it to the clinic store. That's what it says here, so I'm just going to leave it. Shouto waited patiently outside when she heard a familiar cold laugh. He turned his head to see the man he hoped to never see again, Fig. Well, if it isn't little old Shouto. Look how big you've grown. From a worthless colt to a fine young stallion, Fig chuckled, with an almost toothless smile. What do you want, Fig? Shouto asked nervously. It's time to return him, boy. You still belong to me, Fig said with a deep, deadly cold voice. And I have many buyers willing to pay good money for you, with ensured training and a proper diet. I'll be a triple crown in no time, Fig chuckled. I don't belong to anyone, Fig. Shouto stuttered. Fig pulled on Shouto's reins, forcing Shouto to come closer to Fig. You better watch your mouth, boy. You know what awaits you if you start talking back, Fig threatened. Shoto's eyes widened in fear when a sweet voice spoke up. Sir, what are you doing to Shouto? Ian asked softly. Mind your own business, bitch. This is my horse, and I can do whatever I want, Fig spat. Horses is basically the worst centaur insult ever. Shouto doesn't belong to anyone, Figs. You had your chance to claim him 7 years ago, Yin said sternly. Let's go, Shouto. Yin hopped onto Shoto's back and ran off the dirt, ran up the dirt road. It was a long and quiet ride home, both not knowing what to say. They eventually arrived back at the barn. The sun had finally set. Yin helped Shouto out of his harness and saddle. Before Yin could leave the stable, Shouto grabbed her hand. Stay with me, please, just for tonight, Shouto asked in a whisper. I'm afraid he'll come back. Okay, Shouto, Yin said with a smile. Hello, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. That one is the last one of this story. And halfway while I was reading this, my bunny decided to come up. So I've been petting her this whole time, and I've been super duper calm. And I'm sorry, but I want to give a sneak peek to the next one that's coming out. So I'm giving you guys a choice if you want to pick. You guys don't have to, but the next one is a pet AU, which is Bunny Deku. Oh, speaking of little bunny, X-Reader and Neko Shinso, and you guys can pick from a longer book, which is Pro Hero Bakugo X U. But yeah, if you can pick which one. It doesn't matter. I'll read both, and eventually I'll read both of them at the same time, at different times. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for listening to me ramble.